Well, at this point, it is safe to say that 2026 February is filled with a lot of drama. All right, so Deacon Famous versus his best friend, Ekene Umenwa. Although throughout this video, he didn't directly mention her name, but you know that he was talking about her and how everything happened. Remember last year, a lot of trending, they said they were friends and then they unfollowed each other and all of that. So he has actually finally broken his silence. He did a long video, which you're going to be listening to right now. But before I allow you to listen to the video, I wanted to show you what he posted 21 hours ago after he made that video. The video has already gone viral. Bloggers are talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. Okay. It is the main thing that you see all over social media right now. So he said, I dare you to come out and call they said, I dare you to come out and call me a liar. Stop sending your cheap bloggers to write for you. If you don't speak up in 24 hours, then everything I said is truth. I they wait. So he's giving a deadline of 24 hours because he did allege a whole lot. So let's listen to what he alleged.
I'll go straight into the point. You guys remember when I got married in 2025, right? And the first news that broke out during my wedding time was that I unfollowed a certain actress because, one, my wife didn't like her or something. Secondly, because she wished someone a happy birthday and all of that. I saw all those news trending, at the time, and I didn't want to respond. I personally decided not to respond. And my wife didn't want me to respond to anything. She just wanted me to, have a good time because it was our wedding period and all of that. Now, why am I saying this now? I'm saying this because at the time, it was painful. I've forgiven everyone. I've forgiven all of them. But I have to say this for future purposes, right? In case tomorrow, my children in the future get to see all of those news, they will also see that there was a time where I had to defend myself, okay? Let's get straight into the business. Number one, my wife didn't have issues with anybody at the time. My wife is somebody who hardly talks. She's one of the most peaceful persons I've ever met in my life. She doesn't talk. She doesn't like trouble. She doesn't like drama, right? So everything was solely between me and this fellow. Now, this was what happened. When they said I unfollowed the person because I unfollowed the actress because she wished someone a happy birthday, it was lie, right? I was in this lady's house a day before she made that birthday post.
Okay, so for those of you that might not know, this is Deacon Famous 1 year later explaining how everything happened. And there is something I want to quickly say. Do not take sides, okay? Because right now we're hearing from Deacon Famous's side. Let's give time for Ekene Umenwa to also come out, sit down like this, either write up or sit down and do her own video explaining her own side of the story, because I see a lot of people already jumping and saying Ekene Umenwa is very bad, very bad. Look, you were not there when all their friendship and everything was happening. So let us wait for her to come and debunk. Let him post the evidence he has so we will know. Let's continue listening.
Or rather, a night before, because we were there till like 2 a.m. This actress kept condemning the person she was wishing happy birthday, saying all sorts of things about that person. I didn't have issues with that person, right? I may not have ended up with that person, but it was for very valid reasons. And note, I didn't leave anybody. I didn't dump anybody. I didn't break any heart. I was the one who was dumped. I was the one who was left. I was the one who was used. I was the victim. So I didn't leave anybody. They left me. But this video is not about.
Okay, now there was a lady that was also trending the period that Deacon Famous did his wedding, where they were saying he was so close, he was dating that lady, both of them were doing skits together, he was showing her off on social media and everywhere, and everybody thought he was going to end up marrying that young lady. I think that's what he's talking about, where he said he was the one that was dumped. Remember, people castigated him, people kept dragging him, saying that he's a very wicked man for him to date this woman all these years, showing her off all over social media, going everywhere with her, doing everything with her. But when it was time for him to get married, he went to Ghana to pick a wife. Do you understand? So that is what he's talking about here.
That one. It's about the actress. So this actress kept condemning that person a lot, said a lot of terrible things about that person. We were just listening. Even told us that that person had intentions of attacking us physically and spiritually on our wedding day. We still didn't say anything. The same actress said she was going to bring anointing oil to anoint my wife on my wedding day as to avoid or prevent that other person from attacking us spiritually. So she said she was going to be with my wife on my wedding day to make sure no evil person touches my wife, to make sure this and that doesn't happen and all that. It's okay. We kept quiet. We were just listening. We didn't say much. And I said, okay. She also said she has not been in touch with this person for a long time. I mean, the actress said she has not been in touch with that person for a very long time. Said they've not been talking. That person and her mom has been trying to reach out to her, but she's not been talking to them because of what they did to me, blah, 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 blah. I said, me, I don't have issues with these people. Okay? I don't have issues with these people. But, I mean, all these things you are saying now, it's okay. Now, after saying,
I hope that all these conversations or chat and whatnot, he has evidence, because this is going to be he said, she said, and such cases is hard to prove who is telling the lie and who's telling the truth. I hope that during that conversation, he does have something to back this point up.
all of these things, after saying all of these things, the next day, this person posted the same person she was condemning the previous day, the same person she was warning us against, and she posted this person with sweet words. Okay, posted the person. This is the chat, and I reached out to her via DM. I said, I don't understand you. You are wishing this person happy birthday on my wedding week. I don't have issues with who you post. Well, I mean, in my wedding week, you are posting this person same time, same wedding week. You were condemning this person previously. I don't know who to believe. Whether you or whoever, I don't know who to believe. And I mean, as my person, I have a right, as my friend that she was, I had a right to say, look, I'm not comfortable with this thing. You told me A yesterday and you are acting B today. I don't understand. Make it straight, get it clear. Where do you belong? And that was it. And this actress did not respond to my DM. What did she do? She made a screenshot of the DM, forwarded it to a lot of persons, including her priest, right? And I'll tell you, her priest found a way to support her because he is her priest, which I didn't expect, because I mean, as a man of God, you should be neutral. You know me, you know her. Though you are closer to her, I met you through her. It's okay. But at least use the word of God as a yardstick to fix the problem. That was what I expected. But the priest, I don't know, for whatever reason, was on her side. I reached out to her husband. I said, look, this is it. And the next thing, she also sent the screenshot to a lot of persons. And then the only person, surprisingly.
So here, is he trying to say that when this whole thing happened, oh man, this is deep. Priests are getting involved. A lot of people are getting involved. I really want to know what was the stand of Ekene Umenwa's husband in this whole thing. But from what he's saying, it looks like he didn't do much. It's almost like Ekene Umenwa had the upper hand. Like he didn't want to get involved because Ekene and Deacon Famous was actually friends, maybe before he met her and married her. Or let's just keep listening.
The only person in her sphere of contact that did not support her was her mom. The mom kept pleading on her behalf, apologizing to me on her behalf. I said, look, my son, forget this thing. We are family, we are this, we are that. Let's just fix this thing. I apologize. What she did was wrong. I have spoken to her and I have told her explicitly that what she did was wrong. And I said, okay. The next thing, there was a gang up against me during my wedding. The gang up, the first person who was supposed to be my best man was Brain Jota, who was my best man in the traditional marriage. Now, Brain Jota couldn't be my best man in my white wedding because he had a brand trip to make in South Africa. So That thing was impromptu. It pained me because he was like my person, my real guy that I wanted. All right. So I started looking for anybody, this person, this same actress and her husband now suggested another actor, Flash Boy. I now approached Flash Boy. Flash Boy is my guy, but we're not so close.
If what he's alleging here is the truth, I feel like he made a lot of mistake here. Your wedding is your wedding. Okay, yes, Kene might have been your best friend, but you don't allow them to plan your wedding, bring in the vendors and everything. That will make that person in charge of that event, and anything can go wrong at any point in time. I hope people are learning from stories like this, because you just listen to what he would say earlier. Whatever we cannot cover here, if we can go live, we're going to cover all of that. But let's just get what we can get here.
To be best man, right? He was even surprised. Why me? You get closer. I say, they don't already they make the suit too. I just the think person way the body go just still fitting. After that, Flash Boy had something. He now said he had something to do on that day, and he couldn't. He tried to excuse them for that project, but they refused, so he couldn't make it. So they now suggested I use the person that I used. Now we have to start a fresh suit urgently, which I paid for. We took the measurements, and all of that. So he already was supposed to be one of the groomsmen, just one of the groomsmen. So I now told the designer, I said, okay, just convert this thing. Let me add money to the groomsmen one that he paid and all of that. So you just do for him for the best man. That's fine. The next thing.
Okay, so there's an advert coming up right there. So I guess we're going to, give it a little time to see if Ekene is going to respond, and let's hear what Ekene's response is going to be. Now, after that 24 hours, is he going to post any other evidence? I doubt, because he said he's waiting for them to call him a liar. Then he will come up with evidence to, back up what he has said. But he said a whole lot that I will not be able to cover here. So probably see you on the next live.